All right, guys, you see that in the image I posted up for this, the book, The Strongest Shall Survive. So I had a question on a YouTube video that I posted where I went live, and it was the Underground Strength Beginnings and Mistakes. So that was actually one of the Strong Life podcasts, and it is episode number 166. So one of the comments on YouTube is a great question from 34 Smudger. How do you handle members that struggle to master even simple tasks despite a disproportionate amount of your attention? I really struggle with what to do when I repeatedly coach somebody up only to see them making the same mistakes again and again. Is extreme ownership in this kind of situation to accept you can't help the client and fire them? Thanks for this video. It is strangely encouraging to hear other coaches' struggles. So I'm going to say this. You want to take extreme ownership for yourself and say, well, maybe I'm not doing a good enough job of coaching. Maybe I'm complicating things too much and I have to back up and simplify them. As the book says, the strongest shall survive, and I like to take it a step further. The strongest shall thrive. Now, here's some tips to coach the struggling athlete. Number one, ask that athlete, hey, are you practicing calisthenics at home when you're not with me? And let me back up before that. What are you teaching them? Are you teaching a beginner who can't do a push-up or a bodyweight squat? Are you teaching them how to do, the barbell snatch and cleans? There are simple and more effective and less complicated ways to get results than going to advanced training, which would be Olympic weightlifting. So not that we don't do Olympic weightlifting, we do cleans, we do snatches with some of the athletes with a barbell, but I also understand that some of our best sport athletes, they move the worst in the weight room. It's crazy, but it's the truth. So number one, simplify things. I'm going to borrow some quotes that I've shared from people that I know or that I've interviewed on the Strong Life podcast. Jim Carizzi, number one, do the simple things savagely well. Rudy Reyes, who's a former Marine recon, brilliance with the basics. And he made that in reference to all the fancy weapons that are available in the military. He was talking about what about some of the most basic guns and being able to get the job done. So basics. And now here's a story. We have these two brothers that were training. They were in on their third session, and by the third session, we have the majority of athletes doing push-ups, recline rows, squats, lunges, dumbbell benching. They know how to do one-arm kettlebell carries. On the third day, these guys were struggling. So I had to go back and talk to my coaches and say, are we following the system of an intro athlete? And are we moving too fast with these guys, giving them too many exercises? So I slowed it down during their next training session. I gave them one exercise at a time. I go, you go. You farmer walk down and back. Now your brother farmer walks down and back. You do 5 push-ups. Now your brother does 5 push-ups. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's so simple, it's complicated. But if I did a 5x5 push-up with these guys, their third, fourth, and fifth set would not have been proper technique, and it would have been a waste. So I go simple. And something I tell coaches when I'm doing seminars with coaches, I say never underestimate just how weak somebody is when they walk through your doors. That's number one. Number two, you got to get them to believe in themselves. So you have to celebrate every small victory. I'm training a girl right now who, after her first day, I spoke to the parents and said, I don't think she wants to be here, but I'm a parent as well. I train your other kids. If you want me to work with her through the end of this month, let's give it a shot. It's up to you, but I'm, being transparent about my feelings. The next workout she came in, 100% better and better. Yesterday she did dumbbell bench with 15 pounds for 13 reps. Her first week, she did 10 pounds for 3 sets of 5. So she's already almost, double her strength. She's carrying kettlebells. She's deadlifting kettlebells. She's doing, hanging leg raise. I mean, tremendous within 2 to 3 weeks. So I celebrated her small victories multiple times throughout the workout. And then the other thing I do for all athletes and parents is I give them homework. I say, you're going to wake up tomorrow, you're going to do 5 squats, 5 push-ups. Come home from school, you're going to do walking lunges across your room or your backyard or wherever it is. Before you go to bed or after dinner, give me 5 push-ups, 5 lunges, 5 squats. Do that every day. So I give them homework to do. Then I check in with them all the time. Second thing I do with regards to homework is nutrition follow-through. They get a welcome packet. You guys could see the majority of it inside undergroundstrengthcoach.com. It's called From Good to Greatness. It's all about mindset. But then I added, for our athletes and parents, membership rules. But we also give them nutrition guidelines. Breakfast, lunch, eating after school, eating dinner, late night snack, 5 meals. So when a kid shows up at 6 o'clock and tells me he's had 1 meal, he has not followed through. Now I could say, boom, this is what you're missing. This is what you need to do. And then I follow up with parents. So if somebody's not succeeding, it's easy to pawn them off. But the harder thing is extreme ownership over yourself as a coach. Now, that being said, there certainly will be some people that don't fit the mold of the underground strength gym. They don't really want to be there. They have no ambition to be great. They're just happy to be part of the team. After I've done all of the things I just said, if I'm still getting the vibe and the message and a lack of effort from them, well, then we reach out to parents again. We let them know, here's what's going on. If we don't see a change by the end of this month, I'm going to suggest we put membership on hold, and you could reach out to us a year from now when he or she is more mature. So I don't kick them out right away. Want to know what I did in my early years? Bang, get the F out of here. I was going crazy. I mean, if you weren't a savage on day one running through a brick wall, I wanted nothing to do with you. Kids are different today. People in general are different today. And it takes time to turn the corner. It takes time for them to become who we want them to become, and they need our help. That's what we are as coaches. So I want you to look at this as a challenge. I want you to give that athlete homework to do every day you're not there. I want you to simplify workouts, simplify the exercises, and I want you to celebrate those small victories with them. That's it, guys. I'm Zach from Underground. Search for anything you want. You will find it. Much respect, guys. Thank you.